Hi everyone, this is Terry from Tidbits and Tinkerings, and I just wanted to do a quick video showing you the features that were released today for Cricut Design Space, the biggest of which is the option to now curve text. So you will just click your text tool as usual, and I am just going to type in curved text. And a couple things to note with this feature, if you plan to manipulate your text, say that you don't like how close a couple of your letters are, you would normally go up here to Advanced and then Ungroup to Letters. Okay, if you plan on curving this text, one thing you will notice is that, say, we're just going to scoot this over a little, okay, and then we're going to group this back. We no longer have the option to curve this. So what you will need to do is, I'm going to undo this back to just our grouped text. Okay, what you'll need to do is go up here, here's our new tool, Curve. Alright, and you'll notice you can curve from the top or you can curve from the bottom. So if you plan to manipulate this text, you will need to curve your text first. Okay, and then you can ungroup to letters, and then you can adjust your spacing after you have curved it. And then you'll just, group it back. But after you have ungrouped, you will no longer be able to curve this entire line of text together. So just keep that in mind. Another thing you'll want to know is, I'm going to undo this again, back to just our single line of text. Okay. So you can only curve a single line of text at a time. Let's see, I'm going to undo this curve and set it just back to 0. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is hit enter and then just type again. You'll notice just as soon as I start typing on the second line, our curve tool gets grayed out, so we cannot use that on more than one line of text. So if you want to curve multiple lines of text, you will have to do those on separate text layers. So let's say we've got this one and we want to do a downward curve. So we'll do that. And I'm going to do another line of text that I want to be at the bottom, and I want it to curve upward, but I want my curve angle to be the same. So I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to double click over here and I'm going to copy that. Okay, and now I'm going to add another line of text. This is the bottom curve. All right. Go up here to curve. And instead of adjusting with my slider, since I know I want this curve diameter to be the same as my top curve, I'm going to click here and I'm going to add the minus sign because this is going to be a negative curve since we're going opposite. And then I'm going to paste that number that I copied and hit enter. So now I know my top and my bottom curve are the same. And another thing to note is this is only supported on desktop Design Space right now. So if I were to save this project and try to open it on my iPad or my iPhone, it would not open. So a way to get around that is to go ahead and curve your text however you want it, and then weld it. So now that is no longer considered text. That is considered an image, and that can be opened in your mobile app. So that's something to keep in mind if you curve text and plan to share it or later cut it on your iPad or your iPhone, you'll want to weld the text. Otherwise, you will not be able to open this in the mobile apps. Okay, that's pretty much it as far as the curved text. I'm going to touch on the other two features that were released. So I'm going to go back here to the home page of Design Space. And one of the features is the ability to favorite ready-to-make projects now. You'll see down here on all of these ready-to-make projects, we now have a little favorite icon here. And if we click on this, I have some favorited. You can see here the little star will turn yellow if I have favorited those. And in order to get to the ones that you have saved as a favorite, you go to your projects, and then this pull down menu, you now have my favorites, and that sorts out only projects that you have made a favorite, which is really nice because there's always, there's times I'll be just browsing through looking for a specific project, and I will see other projects that I want to make. And this is really handy because now I can favorite those and then go back instead of having to go through all those projects again to try to find the one that I saw. All right, another feature, the last feature, is the ability to now share your projects. I was part of the beta team that was testing this feature, so a lot of mine are already shared to the Cricut community. And the visual here is, if this is already shared, your icon here is blue. And the ones that are not shared, it's just the gray text, basically. What you will need to do in order to share a project is you'll click that icon, and the first thing that's going to tell you is that you need to add more details. So you'll click this Add Details button. You will need to add a photo that you have taken of this project, and you'll just click that plus button, find the picture, and upload it. You can name this whatever you want, give it a description. A little bit of advice here is if the project you're going to be sharing is, a little more difficult, give some pointers here in the description area on how to assemble the project. Another thing here is this visible to others, the toggle will need to be on in order for this to be shared. Otherwise, no one's going to be able to see it. After you do that, you'll click Save, and then you'll notice on all of my projects that I have shared, I see the picture of that project that I uploaded. I don't have just a preview of the canvas like you do on projects that you have not shared. And that's a really nice visual. Now I can just scroll through here and see what this project looks like when it's put together. But that's only if you share a project. So just keep that in mind. That's it. Those were the 3 features that were released in this update. And, in my opinion, they're all great features. The curved text feature is, probably the biggest because everyone has been begging for that feature for a very long time. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just feel free to comment below and I'll do my best to answer. That's it. So have a great day.